Hi, I'm Chris Ketke, and today we are going to make a grilled pineapple salsa, which you can use for lots of different things. Put it on top of meat or just chop it up really fine and use it for some chips. The first thing we're going to do, though, is we have to cut up a fresh pineapple. So what we're going to do is simply chop off both ends of the pineapple. Once the ends are chopped off, then we're going to stand up the pineapple, slice down the sides, and when you do this, you sort of take your knife and you're rotating your knife to follow the curvature of the pineapple. So in other words, you're not cutting straight down, because if you cut straight down, what happens is you wind up removing a lot of the pineapple itself, which you don't want to do. And then we need to inspect the sides and be sure that none of these guys right over here, the little eyes, are left on. One of my pet peeves is to bite into fresh pineapple and then have this hard thing that sort of gets stuck in your teeth. So we're going to remove all the eyes carefully. Again, you don't want to cut off any more of the pineapple than you absolutely have to. Great. Now, a lot of times the next step in cutting up a pineapple would be to sort of quarter it and remove the core. I'm going to do it a little differently because for grilling, this is, in my opinion, the best technique. I'm just going to slice about, quarter to half-inch slices until I hit the core of the pineapple. And once I hit the core, then I give the pineapple a turn. I'm going to slice down the side, give it a turn, slice down the side, give it a turn until we have all of the slices we need. You have this bit of core left over, which you can just sort of chew on. It's delicious. Then we're going to turn the Sabre grill on high heat, because anytime you're cooking fruit, you tend to cook on higher heat because of all the sugars and moisture in the fruit. So at this point, what we're going to do is take the pineapple, place it on the hot grill, and now you can sort of see where those like plank slices that we made earlier, they're very easy to put on the grill. The objective is to grill both sides of the fruit until it's a dark brown color. Try not to burn it, because that'll make the pineapple bitter. And then once it's done, we can take it off the grill and make our salsa. Once the pineapple is grilled, we're just going to take it and put it on the cutting board. And the next step is to chop up the pineapple into a nice fine dice. And that is the last of it. What we're going to do then is we're going to take a bowl and we're going to transfer the pineapple to the bowl. And one of the beauties of this recipe is that the pineapple is, because of the charring, it changes the flavor profile of the pineapple. It's not quite as kind of bitey and acidic, but it brings out the sweetness of the pineapple and adds a little tiny bitter note. In fact, if you look at a lot of the salsas these days, you'll see a lot of them use things that are blackened a little bit. Well, that's kind of the idea of this. Now, to finish a salsa, it's really very straightforward. I'm going to take, this is one red pepper, finely diced up. That's a fresh pepper. Put it into the pineapple, along with some cilantro. Lots of cilantro. I love cilantro. Cilantro gives it that freshness that you need. And then I'm going to go ahead and put in some lime juice for the acidity, some finely chopped up red onions, and last but not least, we got to bring in some heat. So this is a jalapeno chili, and you can see that all of the seeds are in there, and all of the vein is in there, which is, the veins and the seeds are the hot part of that chili. Now, how hot you like your salsa is completely up to you. So if you make this and you taste it and you say, wow, it's just not hot enough, feel free to chop up more jalapeno and put it in. And if you're a little bit afraid of the heat, maybe you want to start with a half of a jalapeno and work your way up. But very importantly, to really know how hot this is, you got to let this sit for about 10 or 15 minutes and then taste it. And then you're going to see the heat that's actually in the salsa. Once it's done, feel free to eat it as is. You can put it in the fridge for a day or so. What I like to do with this, you can simply grab it with a nacho chip, but to put it on top of something like grilled fish or grilled beef or grilled poultry is absolutely wonderful. It's fresh, it's grilled, and it's spicy. For more information on this recipe and other recipes that are equally delicious, go to betterbarbecueblog.com.